avoid everybody that's claiming to be Hebrew Israelites. Avoid them people when you're out in public or anywhere else. They have proven over and over again that they don't have the Spirit of God. Their intent is not to give the people the truth. It's to spread. Their intent is to spread lies and hate. One of the main things they push, is that lie that Jesus is a black man. But then they could out, we ain't a hate group. Yes, y'all are. I'm one that talks about race when it's right and fitting, but I don't use the Bible to drive hate. Running around trying to preach and tell people Jesus was a black man, singling out white folk, well, Jesus was a black man. How you know Jesus was a black man? What scriptures say directly that Jesus was a black man? Only thing y'all have is Revelation, where John looked into heaven. And his description don't fit what y'all trying to say. Then if you read St. John, when the Bible say, not the will of flesh, or nor the will of man. Y'all know what they're saying? Just because God, the lineage that the Bible put him to, God put him in, the generation, the family or the lineage, that don't necessarily mean he looked like them people and have their characteristics. He was holy divine flesh. Body was already prepared when God placed him inside of Mary. Avoid those clowns in the street, Hebrew Israelites. Y'all see all them guys that sit over there on YouTube with all that purple on and all that purple and gold. Avoid all of them. They don't do them but push lives. Pushing the Old Testament. Call the New Covenant a lie. Call the New Testament a lie, a lot of them. Call Jesus Christ a lie. But then, when you look at them, they call Jesus Christ a lie and claim to be operate under the old covenant. Well, the law wasn't done away with, the old covenant wasn't done away with, the Old Testament wasn't done. But they not living the Old Testament to the fullest. Everything that was required under that law, under that time, they not living it. They not living according to all those 613 laws. They can't be. Not over here in the United States. Not being governed by the government laws. See, they don't want to talk about stuff like that. They just want to talk about the Sabbath day, because that's the only thing they can throw around, the Sabbath. But what about the rest of the law? 600 plus laws. That was given to the Hebrew Israelites on top of the 10 Commandments. The 10 Commandments was given first. Then the Mosaic law was established for the Hebrew Israelite to abide by and to keep in line. But what happened when they violated those laws? What they had to do to rid evil? They don't want to talk about that. They can't do that. They can't do all. They can't atone for sin. They can't kill animals. They have no way. If they kill animals and try to atone, it ain't gonna work. Them guys don't know what they talking about. Avoid them. They do exactly what they want. What they doing when you see them out there in the street, causing division. They not preaching the gospel truth of Jesus Christ. They out there spreading hate behind the Bible. Go out there picking with people, singling out people. I see them, the stuff they do, gang up on folk. Talking about they having a debate. We beat them in a debate. They ain't know what to say. I'm sure they couldn't say nothing because y'all doing all the talking. Y'all got the loud PA system. Everybody else to try to talk to you, they got to try to scream to the top of their voice to get a word in. Otherwise, they can't be heard. But then y'all, we beat them. See, they have nothing to say. I'm sure they didn't. How they gonna talk over a PA system? Out talk a PA system. Then 2 or 3 of y'all talking in the PA system. One reading, 2 or 3 of them talking. How the other people that come up challenge y'all, how they gonna get a word in? How they gonna get heard? It's stupidity. And salvation is only for the Hebrew Israelite. Explain to me why Jesus went to the Samaritans after he died and came back. He went to the Samaritans in St. John. And don't give me that stuff that the Samaritan part of the northern kingdom. They might have was, but they didn't have nothing to do with they wasn't Israelites. Put it like that. They were distant relatives or something like that. But they didn't have nothing to do with each other. They were considered unclean. Cause I think they were cross half breeds or something like that. Whatever the history was with them. But whatever it was, they wasn't in the same. They wasn't the same. They wasn't Hebrew Israelites. Put it like that. They deny the Hebrew Israelites. They deny the new covenant. They deny everything. But when it comes to them and want to revert back to the old covenant, they don't want to be faced with all that was required under the old covenant for righteousness. They just want to go ahead and pick out the Sabbath day. But see, we keep the Sabbath day. We don't work or do that on Sabbath day. Everybody else condemned. Because we keep the Sabbath day. We don't do it. Y'all done lost. Y'all lost. Jesus fulfilled the Sabbath. That's why They accused him of violating the Sabbath. The blood hadn't been shed yet. He knew exactly what he was doing. He was fulfilling those laws. The law that were given under Moses, which is called the Mosaic law. Those laws he fulfilled. Jesus said, love me, keep my commandments. He was talking about the 10, but the Sabbath went back to where it was. Remember the Sabbath day and keep it holy. It was no longer a law against working on the Sabbath. God knew what he was doing. And you're gonna tell about 80% of the society today, the United States alone, that have to work throughout the weekends, that they are going to hell for working. That's about 80% of the population that work for it. Whatever field, whatever hospitals that have to be open, people that have to work, firemen, police, truck drivers, people that have to travel throughout the weekends, boat operators. So you're gonna tell about 80% of the people in the United that they going to hell that are Christians. You're gonna tell they in trouble with God for working. How else they gonna provide? Well, you own a business. Even if you own people that own business, still have to work. God not gonna hold that against us for working. We under the system. We under whatever system we on the United States government, however it's set up, that's the way we have to try to adhere to and abide by. I obey. Then they what they say, Pastor Down. I obey the laws of God. I don't obey right. That's a lie. That's a lie. Now you trying to say y'all don't obey the government. That's a lie. If y'all didn't obey the government, y'all wouldn't be free or alive. That's a lie. Let's just show you how wishy-washy they are. I don't have to obey the laws of the land. Obey, that's a lie. Jesus said, the Bible say, obey those that have rule over you. That's the government. That's the laws of the land. See how easy, how easy it is to get them? They'll pass down. I obey God. I don't obey. The Bible say he tried to justify him having a wife and three or four other girlfriends that he called his wife, but the Bible clearly only identified one woman as being your wife. Then he's been married before the wife he's been married before. So the wife he's legally married to now is not his wife scripturally, and the other women is not his wife, period. Because the laws of the land all across the United States, polygamy is outlawed. Well, I obey the laws of God, not the laws of man. Well, why you got a driver's license? Why you got all other type of license that the laws say you have to have? There you go. Got him. Got him. Got him. So you don't have to have a law. You don't have to have a license for this. You don't have to obey the government on this. But on the other hand, you got to obey the government. What type of what type of stuff is that? Jesus Christ said, obey the government, although it might be wicked. The system is controlled by wicked people, high places. It's just something we have to deal with down here. But we have to do the best we can to obey the law. A lot of laws are to our benefit. Because the Bible says the law wasn't written for a righteous man. That's talking about the common law. Well, any type of law, even the 10 Commandments, whatever. Righteous man don't have no problem obeying the law. God laws, other laws of the land. Even though you might not like the laws of the land, you still controlled by it. If you don't, you're going to get in trouble. Simple as that. The law says you only can go so fast on the interstate or highway. You have to obey. If you don't, you're going to get a ticket or you're going to jail. You can fight all you want to. I obey God. And you better have a driver's license. If you out there driving around. And insurance. Avoid anybody claiming to be Hebrew Israelites.